The following video was posted by the Beast 670 and was captured during a Chernobyl trip a while back. It was recorded by two paratroopers who were landing on site and venturing through many of the derelict houses and abandoned areas. They did not come across any living person at that time, but found a really odd looking thing on their recording after checking out their footage a while after that. The description only says, "What is that at the right side on the screen? Hashtag Chernobyl trip." Let's see. Could you notice it? Let's take a second look at that. What exactly can you see here? People say it looks like an apparition that is making its way out of the hallway. Others claim it's just a part that came off from the ceiling. In my opinion, it could be both. There's just so much going on in this area though. I guess it will stay a mystery. Now we want to take a look at a recording that was uploaded by Kobe Kadak from Indonesia. It appears to have been taken from a security footage in a hospital ward. In the clip we see there's only one man in the room, resting on one of the beds, and although hospitals always have a certain creepy vibe, they do, everything looks relatively normal. But take a look as something mysterious occurs. Now let's see the man. Oh, wow. Well, my first thought was like, is that just a bug? Is that just a fly? It just appears and it looks like it could be walking super fast, right? And the shadow on the it looks like it's also throwing a shadow on the floor. That's why I don't know. Unfortunate that we don't know more about this particular clip. If there have been more weird sightings, over the past few months, or if that's an isolated incident, a yellow skirt on, or if that's the legs of that thing, and then it just disappears off screen. That's certainly interesting. We don't know if it was a bug or something paranormal, right? Now we want to take a look at a video from user Danny Tumia. He stated in the past that he and his family are living in a really old apartment complex that before renovation work was serving as a hotel. Many ghost stories are being told by the building management, and Danny has seen some really weird stuff in there as well. Today he was following his son into the building's elevator to go back to their unit. It was then that he caught something pretty mysterious.
What?
He just said the boy's in here. Since he's still a fetus, I really didn't understand what he meant.
Bro, right above you. What is that? On the wall. No, do you see that? What? Bro.
Danny states that he saw something strange right above his son, and then there were those two handprints that appeared out of nowhere. They look tiny, so it is believed that they belong to a child, a ghost child perhaps. His son is talking about a little boy that he's seeing once in a while. Could he be the reason for this event? Really eerie, isn't it?
The next video was recorded by Angel, and he states that there is a building in his local town that many people say is haunted. And ever so often, a report comes in from friends or family members that claim that they have seen weird things that were going on in this building. He saw strange things as well in there, but could never really capture it. The building was converted to a supermarket, by the way. This night, a friend on the passenger seat of his car recorded while they were driving through the street in question. And while passing by the store, there seemed to be something mysterious that can be seen in the window. Let's take a look. Apparently the store was closed around that time, which I believe. It looks like nobody remained in there after closing hours. Yet, some viewers believe that they see an elderly lady standing there. Could that be so? But how? Very curious.
The next one is a little bit more lighthearted, apparently. The story reads: now we will be looking at a photo that was uploaded to Reddit by user RingPopShorty. The uploader wrote about this photo. Her daughter was sitting at the kitchen table eating a snack when she received a notification on her phone from the monitor she set up in her dad's room to keep an eye on him because of his health. The notification was that movement was detected, and she realized it was her mother checking on her dad herself. He passed away not too long after. Maybe she was telling him to come with her. I suppose she already has passed at that point. Now that's unsettling. Let's take a look at the first capture. So apparently that is her, the mom, in her late days. So just that we have some sort of reference. It says in the first photo we see what Freda looked like in life. And now let's take a look at the second shot that was taken off the security camera. Oh, wow, that is pretty interesting. Look, is she also wearing a necklace, like Freda herself, while she was still among the living? Just a necklace with a little cross. Seems to be the case with that one too. I mean, I can't imagine that they tried to fake that. Maybe they did, but we still see her. Let's assume that is her husband lying right in front of her. That's quite incredible. If you think that something like that would be possible, right? As I was saying, a pretty heartwarming story in my book, and it does look pretty amazing actually. Like, you can really make out like a little vest she's wearing, maybe a dress of some sorts, the short hair, the necklace, like where the head is supposed to be. Maybe she was comforting him. In the past week, we have taken a look at one of Kent's latest investigations. He was alone in the Lamb house for a while and compiled some of the creepiest things that were recorded during that time. In the following recording, he was upstairs in his bedroom and asking questions to the other side because he was certain to have heard something up there.
Hello? Now, when I go through the door of the bedroom, I hear a strange sound behind me, and I turn the camera around really fast. Now, I didn't see anything there, but out of curiosity, when I was going over these recordings, after I saw what was captured on the stairway, I also lightened up the recording when I spun the camera around, and there was another strange anomaly captured.
Kent believes that a shadow was right behind him and possibly making it down the stairs into the dining room again. Was the entity possibly making him come upstairs and maybe passing through him to go downstairs? Another mystery for sure.
It is obvious there are definitely certain entities that do not want to be seen by the living.
Sheila has sent me the following video, and it was apparently captured in the hallway of a factory. This building is said to be very old, and the only purpose of this camera is the video surveillance, since people tried to break into this place several times in the past. This night, the CCTV camera has captured something quite eerie in the basement of this building, after closing hours. Let's take a look. There certainly appears to be an apparition walking around down there, seemingly peeking at the camera and then returning towards where it came from. But what was it? Was it maybe a spirit? Or somebody that was still at the premises? Pretty unlikely though. What's your explanation? Samuel has shared the following video on his channel. It's from a trip to Disneyland, and he wrote the following. A real ghost caught on video at the Tower of Terror. It's from our visit to Disney California Adventure, and what we think is a real ghost. It would appear that a semi-transparent shape is standing up there, and then disappearing. Did Samuel and his family capture a real spirit that night? If not, what else could have caused this effect in your opinion? It's pretty intriguing though, isn't it? This video was forwarded by Phoenix11 and found on the Dark Dimension. The user told me that, yet again, we are looking at an older VHS recording that was taped by a real estate agent. The former owner, an elderly man, had passed away recently in this house. The family had put the house up for sale after this. The agent stated that the camcorder had never malfunctioned in the past, but this night there seemed to be a lot of glitches that appeared on the tape. There were also noises that sounded like screams in the background. Really weird, but the scariest thing was what happened after the camera filmed down from the first floor towards the living room. We clearly can see somebody sitting there, but nobody else was with the agent. So how was this possible? And then, in this malfunction, it looks like a creepy face appears on the video material. Was it the former owner, perhaps? Alright, now this is another really ominous wood recording, apparently. The story goes as follows. Light Road, that's the username, was following up on a local legend about a Sasquatch figure that was home to the local woods near the school of the young man.
So he and a friend left their home one evening in the hopes of coming across that thing. Well, let's see if they did.
Dude, what is that? Oh no. Shh, shh, shh. What's that?
Don't see anything. Oh wow! Look at that. I think we have to brighten that material up a little bit to see what we're actually looking at here. Now, the first thing that pops into my head, obviously creepy, if that would happen to any of us, but what do those little brats do all on their own at night in the local forest? I mean, is that realistic? Is that a scenario that would unfold that way? I couldn't say. I mean, I would not let my kid in the forest that late at night. So, this is point one that I'm a little bit skeptic about. And I mean, this could merely be a costume, right? Somebody that hid in the woods. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe they actually came across something. I would be interested in how they made it out of there, if you know what I mean. If a thing like that would see you, a little kid, and your friend, why would it let you escape? Isn't that what we're all thinking here?
The next video was sent by David Sanchez. He states that he found this video on Reddit, and it is said that the people in this clip were preparing a little nice camping trip and a barbecue together, when in the midst of day they notice a strange creature in the distance. They captured this encounter on film and shared it with their friends afterwards. Let's check it out. Well, there's definitely a strange creature behind that tree. But what are we looking at here exactly? Could this maybe just be a bear? Or was it a friend with a mask, perhaps? It is pretty hard to tell, since the footage is a bit grainy and we don't get a good look at it. Maybe just a setup, or something mysterious.